So hopefully this will be the start of a new series where I show enough images of third-party companies' outputs to my brother to introduce him to that company and to form a picture of what they're like. It will be a way for you all who aren't into third-party companies to get a lay of the land in regards to them, as most companies are bringing something different to the table, and I thought you might find it interesting to learn what that is. So, for the question of the video, what do you think I could do to improve the format of this new series? And I wanted to tell you all, this video will be cut down to the normal length of my stuff to the best of my abilities, as videos that are too long on my channel never get even half the views of my normal stuff. The sad thing is, that always results in large segments of these videos getting chopped out. In every one of these, I've had to make painful cuts, where we made some killer jokes, but ultimately the video needed to be shorter. So from now on, I'm going to post the 15-minute or so versions of these on YouTube as normal, since that's what the bulk of my audience here wants to see. And if you enjoy these videos enough, I will be posting the full-length versions with only minor cuts when there's just swaths of dead air to my Patreon. Any patron at any tier will have access to the full, likely over 30-minute versions of these videos. I've been wanting to come up with more perks for being a patron, and I think this is a good one. Welcome to the Fraternacons Judging Iron Factory. So this is going to be a different one. This time, you can see I got a lot of pictures. We're going to go through a bunch of them really relatively quickly.
Hello, by the way, we're the Fraternacons or whatever, and this is a video about...
This time I wanted to have you react to an entire company. So this is going to be Iron Factory. They're a Legends class third-party company.
And do everything die-cast.
No.
Made of iron.
They do nothing made
It's
of
everything
iron.
plastic.
Basically.
Mutiny.
So they make Legends scale figures, and they're an interesting company because they kind of march to the beat of their own drum. They're doing something different than every other Legends class company. Okay, so we're gonna look at Warpath first.
All right.
So that's okay. So there. That's
finished.
Yeah. This looks a little rough. It's strange. I don't know why this one looks this rough, but yeah, that's what are your initial impressions outside? Is it finished or is it not?
His arms and shins are too big.
How do you feel about the overall aesthetic?
If you hide everything but the torso, that's a Gundam's torso. That is a Gundam's torso and thighs, and someone else's legs, and someone even though the legs and forearms are very chunky, they also aren't the same scale of chunk. He kind of suggests that he has treads by just having a little bit in front, a little bit in back.
Yeah, and then a whole lot of stuff mounted above them. This is Ouija.
Okay. Very classic looking.
This is all mode. It's a little knobbly. It's a little.
Yeah, there's some big gaps, and I don't know what that thing on the roof is.
It's like this hinge for his chest, I guess. So you like this wheeljack?
He's almost floating above his own legs. I wouldn't say I like this wheeljack.
Okay, so let's go cliff jumper.
Yeah, he's cool. It's a cool take on Cliff Jumper, who's just an
I
absolute
think this is semi-based on the IDW version, but I might be wrong there. But like I said, this company really marches.
Oh, it's a Cooper.
Yeah, I never put two and two together. Yeah, that's kind of a weird mini Cooper.
Yeah, very weird. It's almost pseudo Cybertronian.
Yeah.
He has no feet. His feet are
elephant hooves.
Whatever. Yeah, they're hooves. He has hooves.
Is that what an elephant has?
No, elephants have feet. They're pachyderms.
But are they cold feet? Because they're just kind of stumps.
Oh, yeah.
They're kind of stumps that hit.
Yeah, remember the elephant's foot from Chernobyl? It's at least it's like a cool take on a character. I don't think it's cool at all. So, hey, nice job.
Let's check out RC.
Yeah, that blue one. Okay, that's an entirely separate art style from anything we've seen so far.
Yeah, a lot of
it.
A lot of the fembots are really chipified and cutesy.
Yeah, but in like I don't know. It's like it's kind of gawky. The hands are huge. The biceps are minuscule compared to the huge forearms.
I think the biceps are actually I think this is biceps under here. Like it looks skinnier than it is because the light is just washing out so much of it. Like that's not the whole bicep right there.
Nah, I think you're right.
No.
She got C-3PO legs. That's what I'm gonna call those. Those are the most robotic thing I think I've ever seen in my life.
Why is it every time?
They're like what we put here. A detail, any detail at all is gonna look like that, but it looks like a toy. It looks like like one of the Transformers you see at the store, and you're like, that one's not for me. That one's for like.
Yes, this one is definitely very toy. And their transformations,
what is that?
That's their alt mode.
That sucks.
I
don't even know what it is. It's like the lander from yeah. It looks kind of like the lander from Gundam.
So what are you thinking so far?
I don't like.
Feel free to
Iron
be mean.
Factory. Yeah.
Feel free to be mean.
I think that they're whatever they're doing. Like obviously they can make a toy, which is impressive, but it's just like I don't know that what they want is not what I want. They're creating, and it's like when you see a piece of art and you're like, not for me, but it's like it's for them and it's for someone.
I feel often the same way about Iron Factory. So let's take a look at Beachcomber.
Maybe they're really fun to play with. I don't know.
I mean, I have no clue. I think this is yet a third art style that they're going with. Essentially, it's a new one because this is definitely one of their newer figures, and I find that their art style has kind of like evolved over time to be different.
How many people work at Iron Factory?
I don't know.
You think like 2? Maybe.
I assume way more than 2. Why is it every time?
Yeah, it's just the thing they do apparently.
What do you think of the other one?
That one's okay.
It's definitely more of a thing than RC was.
Yeah, everything's the right shape, but there's not enough. None of these alt modes have been like an illusion.
Impressive. Yeah, seats and a steering wheel.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's like I don't look at that and say, "Well, it's a tiny car." Oh, it turns into a robot. You know?
Yeah, this is their blue streak, which is going to be their prowl mold essentially. This is very heavily inspired by IDW. I never liked their fists. They're just obvious peg hole.
How big are these?
They're Legends class, so they're gonna be like.
Oh, okay, they're tiny.
They're small.
Oh God, okay, that changes everything.
That's why I was like, oh look how impressive it is. It has seating because it's going to be.
Yeah, I thought
very
you were
small.
just saying like, oh look, a third party company put seats in it. Yeah, okay, so yeah, okay. Gosh, that makes a lot more sense. Is everything they make Legends?
Yes, all they do is Legends.
Okay, so that also makes it weird because
See, okay,
go back to the blue guy with the sunglasses. Yeah, okay, so that when you compare it to their Wheeljack, that one I looked at that and I thought that's probably smaller than Wheeljack was. That looks like a little figure.
Yeah, okay.
But they're the same size.
They would be roughly the same size.
Or the same scale. Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna be roughly the same scale.
Okay, yeah. When I see this, I think that'd be Legends class.
So let's go to Skiffy.
Is he as small as the other ones, or is he scaled?
He's gonna be scaled, so he'll be bigger than the other ones, but he's still small.
Okay, this looks okay. I can't really see it. Okay, just show me the same picture again. I do like the Macross head on Skyfire. It's a pretty good look because it is just a Macross robot.
This is a Jet mode.
Yeah, it's just him kind of like played out into a jet.
Yeah, people tell me that this thing, like, people like keep showing me that this is the best Skyfire out there, and I'm like, I don't know that if I get
it's the best one at this size.
Yeah, it's gonna be the best one at this size for sure, but I don't know that I'm going to agree that this is the best one. It's ski free. Okay, so this one, I think I wanted to start with this one, but I forgot to start with this one. So this here, the Soundwave.
That looks pretty good.
The Soundwave does have an aesthetic to it.
Yeah. I mean, Soundwave just has this thing. Yeah, they even do the iconic Soundwave gun that no one likes.
Yeah, it's not gun hand thing.
People like the battery gun.
Do you still like it?
It turns into a truck. Can you bamboozle it into a car?
Yes, you can.
Oh, okay, yeah. And they were like, "Hey, look, it's not in. It's a truck. In your storage mode or whatever. Fuck you."
Yeah, no. I made very sure that I clicked on these in the right order this time, so that way I could do this to you. Yeah, so
it's cool that it's got a truck mode.
It's interesting.
You can play with a truck.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You cannot play with a.
I don't think there's gonna be any space behind that window. I think it's just gonna open to absolutely nothing.
There's a picture of Ravage.
His face looks old and haggard.
Yeah, oh god, why is his head thing separate?
Yeah, that's strange. He's got a pillbox hat and then bat ears.
He's like Galactus, but somebody hit him on the top of the head with a hammer and it sunk in a lot. It's like a bat.
Yeah,
but yellow. They glow yellow bat. Like they look like Christmas presents next.
Yeah, they do. Okay, so Tarn is interesting because Tarn is a very different figure for them.
Okay, looks like Tarn.
And that's the thing about it.
Does he transform?
Yes.
Oh, he does.
I honestly think that the transformation on this is a lot more successful than the MMC. Anyways, Mastermind Creations is great. I love that company, but I don't think their Tarn is very successful in all mode, and this is a lot better than theirs. It's interesting. Here's an interesting fun fact about this. This is a combiner. I watched the process by which you go through combining with the rest of the team to make a pretty cool, larger figure. It looks like absolute ball cancer. I've never seen it.
Just plug them into the hole, don't you?
No, you rip every single one of these guys down to a dozen different pieces, and then you just slowly Lego them together.
So they're like the Bone Masters or whatever they're called?
Somewhat, yes, but I would say almost even more intricate and annoying and just long-winded to get them into combine mode. I don't want to deal with it. The combined figure looks cool. I should have had a picture here because I knew I was going to talk about it. Yeah, that's their combine mode. So you can see that's interesting, but it's just I don't want to break it down into 100,000 pieces and slowly assemble it over the course of 20 minutes.
Yeah, combiners, they're cool. Hard to play with.
So let's go with Beast Wars Megs.
Oh, that one. Okay. He's so small. Looks pretty cool.
I like this picture because he's just kind of holding it. Look at my son.
You can see he's like turns into the dragon.
Into a dragon boy. He actually has 4 limbs, which is interesting. He doesn't just have the tiny little vestigial arms.
Yeah.
He's a more traditional dragon at the same time as also being a robot.
He looks like a Zoid.
He does look like a Zoid. Honestly, that's how I would describe Iron Factory. It's Transformers but Zoids.
Yeah. Which I mean, if they were consistent about it, that would be one thing. But they're little knots. There he goes into the sky.
Here comes the boy. Blue Streak. Okay, we didn't really talk about Blue Streak at all.
Yeah, I mean, what's there to talk about? Look at him. He's shiny. Is that a render? That one's gotta be.
It's not rendered.
Okay, well then they did a really good job with the paint. I like his legs are pretty good, even though the thighs are small.
And that's
that thing.
Based on the IBW version.
Yeah, I don't know that version. Yeah. That's an illusion. Yeah, go back. That's good. I like that. Big gap in that back door.
And he ends up very he ends up very stylized.
Yeah,
he still ends up very stylized, but the alt mode on this one is pretty superb.
Yeah, it's going for an illusion. I don't want to overuse that word, but it is the word to use in
it's a robot in disguise.
In this question. Exactly, yes. It's a disguise.
Oh, Megatron.
That's pretty good.
Size much better.
Turn into a gun or a tank. Okay, good tank. He's like it's a fun tank. He reminds me a lot of I think his name is Bastion, the robot from Overwatch. And when he turns into a tank, it looks a lot like that.
Yeah, I feel you on that. And then you can armor him up so that way he looks more anime.
Mm-hmm.
I do not like the tank barrel instead of the fusion.
Yeah, no, that's ugly. It looks like a wrench, like a socket wrench. An impact socket wrench. Yeah. Go back to the other one. He's got a face in his left arm. See that?
Right there?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's happening again!
It's like, yeah! Imagine if he's giving a huge speech, and then he gesticulates with his left arm, and you just hear him go, yeah! He goes, and they don't address it. He keeps up the speech.
That's Megatron. Okay, so Scrug.
He's indigo. That's weird.
Looks like Lemmy Killmeister.
Yeah, I like the arms. I like how they're obviously tubes that turned into arms. It's pretty fun. His toes, though.
Interestingly enough, they made 3 different heads that it comes with, so that way you could not. So that way, like even though the sweeps are supposed to be identical, they're like, but what if you don't want identical sweeps? So you can get a head like that.
Yeah.
You can get a head like this, which I think looks like a French World War I officer.
Yeah.
And then you got this one. I don't like this one as much with the fucking stupid head wings.
Yeah.
And he's got a little
He's got pointy chin. He's got batarangs.
And then lastly, we're going to go with Power Glide. This is like going to be pretty much their most recent figure. There's other ones I can show you.
Oh, there's that guy.
Yeah,
Okay. What's weird is he's like a thin robot normally.
He's wearing booty shorts.
Yeah, it's like he always had bicycle cop energy. And yeah, honestly, those shorts fit.
I feel it. And then there's that alt mode.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
But he's not supposed to be a really cool plane. He's supposed to be kind of a.
He's supposed to be an A10 Warthog.
Is he?
Yeah.
I'm thinking of who's the guy who's like a regular plane, like a front prop, like a biplane without the extra wings.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Yeah, isn't he the guy who falls in love?
That's Power Glide.
Power Glide.
I will say that like I absolutely dig the shit out of it. Like out of all of these, I think this is the coolest. I like this one so much, and honestly, I
Got a great burgundy color.
like I will take this any day of the week over the original design. Like everyone's like, oh man, you G1 or whatever. It's like I'm not a G1er. I just think that most of the designs were pretty cool in G1.
Yeah.
But this one here is absolutely head and shoulders above the original G1 design.
The G1 designs were simple and focused on like really strong, basic elements and colors that just worked well together.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they moved on from that, they're like, all right, let's just like jumble everything up. And G2 came out. Are there G2ers? Are there people who go like, no, green and purple camouflage is better than silver?
Ew.
Is saying Optimus Prime from the Bumblebee movie is a better design than Optimus Prime from the other Transformers movies, being a G1er. Just because he's got square shoulders.
There are people who will make that argument, yes.
Yeah, well,
it's definitely not the G1 design.
squares-
It's definitely a cool update to the G1 design, but there are people out there who are just, they do not like the fact that the movies were changed. They like the movie aesthetic, and they're like, no, it is wrong if it's not like that.
Oh, you know what it is? It's the other ones were like more organic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
They're
want
more
less
ro-
organic. I want squares and circles, but not
Yeah.
curves. And
I want robots, and I like me some square robots, and this guy is a squarish robot.
no reason not to make a square robot either. It's like
But yeah, I really, really, really like this design.
it's a good little guy right there. That's a Huffer.
Yeah, that's Huffer.
Let's
Let's look at Huffer. Let's look. Oh, C-Speed. Good old
C-Speed.
C-Speed. So here's Huffer. I think they're only gonna have like the one picture of him. There's Huffer.
It's blurry.
Yeah, it's a blurry render.
No, I
This is
know.
the one. You can see the difference between the renders and normal pictures. Oh wait, no, we got. Good.
Nice.
Good. It's so. You can see that he's just hauling that whole thing on his back and unchanged.
Yeah.
His head is weirdly like childlike.
Yeah. It looks like a kid in a helmet.
Okay, so that's Huffer. This is gonna be their Grimlock.
He's a samurai.
Yeah. He's got like the little
Oh, yeah,
flags.
he's got those flags. Those cool flags.
Those samurai flags that they stuck on their horses. Yeah, it's an interesting thing. I'm kind of down for this. I will say that Iron Factory is definitely not my favorite company.
Yeah, a little samurai Grimlock. It's not a bad thing at all.
Oh, this one's not weird. Look at
This
that.
is good. Yeah, I like this.
This is a manly C-Speed. Look at him. He's so manly.
He does not deserve to be this cool.
He is going to whip your ass.
Yeah, he's like a. He's definitely like a Coast Guard.
The Coast Guard she tells you not to worry about.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's definitely different.
More like a drill.
Why? It's a harpoon.
Yeah, no, it reminds me of like one of the weird Fox Kids shows that was like somebody had a drill. It was like maybe it was Sonic X.
I don't even want to.
Is there ever look at Sonic X?
Don't make me think that's
Sonic X drill.
Anyways, this is Lockdown. I don't even think you know who Lockdown is.
Well, he's the Dragon Zord made man, and also he's got a powerful stance and a hat. That's pretty cool.
He turns into a muscle car.
Yeah,
It's cool that it's got that skull motif on the front.
it's weird that those are facing upwards when he's a robot. Those are the
Yeah.
tops of his legs.
Yeah. Okay, so I can see how this guy's gonna transform.
Yeah,
He's just gonna flip in half from the ass.
Yeah.
And then we got Cyclonus. Cyclonus.
How else was that who's a skeleton man?
Yeah, that's what it looks like in IDW. It's cool.
He's got a sword. A sword made out of the matrix of leadership, apparently.
Yeah, pretty much.
Is it?
It's not the Matrix of leadership. It's like not a mimicry, but just something that was like, done in the same. Like it's like
The
a
matrix of Bushido.
It's like a device that's like trying to accomplish a similar task.
Did they ever say like, okay, there's also a matrix of something else? Were there multiple matrices? They're like, this is.
I think
leadership.
originally started as there was the creation matrix, which the Autobots only had access to, and only Optimus could use it, and that's how you made new Transformers. And then from there, they turned that into the creation matrix.
Which Transformers did he make? Did anyone be like, yo, what the hell? Did he make Sea Spray? And Sea Spray was like, why have we done this?
What have we done with me? Yeah, there's too much going on with his alt mode.
It's just like a butterfly.
Well, yeah, I mean the transformation probably not that complex. The just explosion of him every direction, not great. But yeah, so yeah, this has been Iron Factory. I like some of their stuff. Some of their stuff is pretty cool. But I can say that of all the third party companies, they typically interest me the least. And that's like Fans Toys. I don't like most of what they do. I just actively dislike it. But it's at least interesting in that way. A lot of Iron Factory. I'm just like, okay, that's your style.
You know what Fans Toys strikes me as? It was like designed by AI. Like everything's there, but there's just something inherently unappealing about it.
There's something missing. There's no soul.
Yeah, it's not like I wouldn't call that soul. I'd just say like everything's wrong. by like 1%, but it's everything. So
No,
it's actually half wrong.
I'd say there's no soul. Like, very specifically, there is just no spirit.
It's like you know what they look like? They look like stunt doubles. Every Transformer from Fans Toys looks like the stunt double for the actual Transformer.
I feel you on that.
Like
so
in motion.
what do you think of Iron Factory?
I like them. I like their little men. Their little baby dudes. That first one was pretty rough. The brown tank man.
Yeah.
Warpath. Yeah.
Which one was your favorite? Which design did you like the most?
I did like Soundwave.
Soundwave is solid.
I liked Jazz.
Jazz is solid.
What else did we look at? RC was just doing her own thing.
Yeah, RC's doing her own thing. I have one of their figures in a very similar vein to that. It's definitely very primitive. And that's I guess kind of something I can say is a lot of the transformations on their figures strike me as very primitive. Like they do the bare minimum to get to the alternate mode, so that way they can just say it's a transformer. When I think this company just really wants to make articulated figures that are small. My two favorite of these would have to be Soundwave and Power Glide. I like Power Glide.
Oh yeah, Power Glide was a good one. I liked who's not Prowl? Blue Streak. Jesus. Anyway, I liked his colors. I don't know what that's good for.
Their Tarn is cool. Their DJD is pretty cool because it's just a pretty accurate set of DJD that combine. I don't think I like the combination process, and it's very different for the company because it's just the DJD. It's not them doing their DJD. It's just them doing the DJD. Closing thoughts?
How much are they?
I would say most typically their stuff is about $40.
They have a wheelie that's like the size of the thumbnail.
So this one's 42. So let's just go to Iron Factory. Okay, take a look. 44. No.
Do they have a wheelie?
39. So yeah, like most of their stuff is about $40. They might have a wheelie.
Yeah, I like a lot of them. That Wheeljack there is probably a good example of like a good one that I had problems with.
Oh, that's their original Soundwave. They had a Soundwave.
That one's not as nice.
Yeah, it's nowhere near as good. But it's got a cool head. But yeah, it's nowhere near as good. The Ravage be chonky. Look at that fat cat.
That's better than normal because usually Ravage is like spindly and weird.
Yeah, I kind of like this. The Laserbeak.
Is that all him?
That's what I was thinking. Like Laserbeak can't actually fly. He's just like up on a pole.
That's not a bad idea for just in general, like building a flight stand into a flying character's transformation.
That's a funny idea.
Yeah. Good job, Iron Factory.
Good job. That wasn't your idea. That was our idea. That we.
Yeah. The only problem is like it would have to be pretty weighty and therefore rather large.
All right. Final thoughts.
Yeah. Go buy them.
Yes, do it. Totally. But if you guys want to get into third party, $40. It's not bad. Yeah. Oh, what the fuck? I want to point out his name is Sonic Ron.
Yeah, Sonic Ron. Subsonic Ron. It's just much fatter.
Yeah, see, this is what most other third-party companies are out there doing. Like, this is a Legends figure.
Oh, that's a Legends figure?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't realize this was on the table.
Yeah. See, this is what I'm saying. They're marching to the beat of their own drum, but, like, third-party Legends are, like, they're legit. Like, these are Legends figures, and they look just like they're supposed to. I wonder if I almost should cut this bit at the beginning. But yeah, okay, so,
I wish you could cut it at the beginning of me, because first of all, I didn't know that these were small until we got through like 3 of them.
Yeah, it was an interesting roller coaster to go on.
And now I know that small isn't really the constraint I thought it was. So, I don't know. I feel like all my opinions at this point are invalid.
That is, so let's just, then let's go back through here and see, like, you now know what's
okay, that one is good. That's a good one. That one was one of the worst ones to begin with. And
now it's just worse.
Still is, yeah. It's not great. This one's good.
But you know what's on the table.
I know it's on the table, yeah. I feel like it could be better.
Megatron?
Yeah, the bot mode looks okay, but the alt mode does not.
Okay.
Doesn't look like a lot, at least. This guy is at least their own style.
Yeah, that's the thing that these guys
That's what you gotta do.
That's definitely what these guys are going for.
This one's still fun. I think it was pretty good. As a style. Like, that goes well with the
Power Glide.
Those guys I could not care less for. Oh my god. The Christmas Tree Brothers.
Yeah, they look terrible. Legend scale, and you can see, like, that's
and he turns into a gun?
Yep.
Well, you know, just because you're not the most... Is that Bong? Has he got a cyber Bong?
No, it's the laser saber that he
Oh, he's got it over his shoulder.
Yeah.
I thought he was holding it up next to his face. You could clip the tip on that and just make it into a Cybertron Bong really easily.
The Mega Bomb.
Yeah. What was I saying? Yeah, you know, just because you're not the most talented outfit out there doesn't mean you're not allowed to, like...
I almost think that Iron Factory has like a better reputation than these guys. I'm not.
Maybe these guys give you cancer and burn you with battery acid or something, but you never know.
And then this is the new age Megatron.
I think Magic Square was better.
Yeah, I think but yeah, as you can see, like, this is also just beating the crap out of Iron Factory in terms of, like, how much this looks like it should. Overall thoughts on the company?
You can tell they have a passion for making these toys. And I think it's pretty cool. The ones that they go into their own style on are pretty great. Guys, stop making cliff jumpers. Just cut it out. There's never been a good one. Not yet.
Honestly, kinda, yeah. But yeah,
sea sprays.
Sea spray
Pretty cool.
If you hate the video, please like and comment and subscribe for more things you hate.
And if you enjoy the video, please like and comment and subscribe for more things you like. Now you're stuck. Have to do it.
And I know you know what everyone else tells you to do at the end of these videos. So, if you liked what you saw here, please do that. And if you'd like to take it a step further, then please share this video with any friend you think may be interested. I hope you all enjoyed listening to me waste your time.